Alright, hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be making some homemade wonton soup. So to get started, we're going to make the broth for it. And it's going to be a little simple broth. Here I got 3 pounds of chicken thighs, bone in. Whenever you're making a broth, you want to make sure you get bone in because that's extra flavor. You know, who doesn't want extra flavor? So I got 3 pounds on pot. I cleaned these off camera, so make sure you clean your chicken, you guys. I know it's a lot of hoopla going around saying don't do it, but trust me, you've been inside a poultry plant, you want to clean your chicken. It ain't even about bacteria. Them chickens get stepped on and be rolling around their own poop and stuff. They are very fucking dirty. Dang, I ain't mean to cuss, but they are very dirty, and you want to wash them off. Okay. Then I got an onion here. It's a green onion. Got a handful of garlic. I got some ginger. And we're going to add that to the pot. So let's go ahead and cut up this. I guess I'll go ahead and cut the ginger. Put this right here. Ginger, I'm going to use probably about 4 good sized pieces. So about that much ginger. 4 slices. These about 1 inch each. So 4 inches of ginger. Throw that in the pot with chicken. Then I got 4 little stalks of green onion. Go ahead and toss all that in. I'm gonna cut the roots off. And if you're into growing, then save the roots and replant them. Cut these in around 1 inch pieces. They don't have to be small or chopped finely because it's going to make broth, so we're not going to be keeping it afterwards. It's going to be discarded after we get all the flavor out. So that's 4 green onions. Then I'm going to use half of this medium onion right here. Go half. I'm going to use the other half for something else. And you could actually save the skin for this. I'm just make it a little easier for myself. So at the end, when I get to straining it, take the skin out. But you can very well keep it in, it don't matter. Along with the garlic also. If your garlic got skin on it, you can keep it on. Cut them into thick chunks. We're just extracting flavor. We're not going to keep them afterwards. Ooh, my eyes already tearing up. Let me hurry up. Okay, let's get this garlic. Just going to smash it. Oh, this 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 cloves. The smaller ones I counted as half of a clove, in case you were wondering. And we're just gonna smash these. We ain't even gotta cut them. Okay, now we're gonna season this, and instead of using salt, which you can go with salt, I'm gonna use some chicken powder to help bump up the flavor. So let's go with 3 teaspoons, heaping teaspoons. Alright, you guys, we're gonna fill this up with water, bring it to a boil, and let it simmer for at least an hour, and you're good to go. Alright, you guys. Alright, there it is in the pot. I filled it up with water. and I'm gonna let this go for an hour. On the other hand, another seasoning you could add to this is some black pepper, but I want this broth to be really clear, so I didn't add any black pepper to it, but feel free to add it. Or if you got white pepper, that'll work better, but white pepper got more heat to it, so just be careful with it. And there it is. So I'm gonna let this get to boiling and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm back and we're gonna get started on our dumplings. So I got 4 green onions here that I just went ahead and cut in half. And then I got some cilantro stems. I just grabbed 1 bundle of cilantro and tore the stems off of it. So I say it's about a cup of cilantro stems. Then we got a little piece of garlic, just a little under an inch, little piece. And then, wait, I know I didn't just say garlic. Little piece of ginger. I think I said garlic. If I said garlic, my bad, y'all. Little piece of ginger, about an inch worth. Then I got another handful of garlic. This is 3, 4. 15 of them. Okay, and this is gonna be our little herb mixture that we're gonna paste together inside of our NutriBullet. So let me grab that. Everything inside. I'm gonna make a little paste out of this. Probably should have cut it a little more. I was rushing. Matter of fact, I do need to go ahead and break this up at least. If you don't have a NutriBullet, then use a knife or a blender or a food processor. I'm gonna go ahead and blitz this up. Okay. Here's our paste. And I added a little splash of water to help it blend up better. Just a little splash. Probably no more than a teaspoon's worth. No one big me unless it's a mess. That's good enough. You know, I hate wasting anything. I'm trying to get out every little bit. Okay. Alright, that's it for that paste. So now we'll move on to our shrimp. I got 2 pounds of shrimp here, and I'm going to cut it up. I don't want this blitz because I don't want it too fine. I want a little chunkiness to it. So I'm gonna just chop this by hand. And then we got 2 pounds, well actually 1.1 pounds of ground pork. We're gonna go with shrimp and pork today. But that's how we're gonna do that. So let's put this right here so you guys can see. Just grab a handful. Make sure you guys can see good. I'm just giving it a rough chop. And that's all there is to it. That's how I want mine to look. If you want yours finer, cut it finer or run it through the processor. Make like a paste if you want to, that's fine. I just want mine minced like that. I think that's the perfect right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest of these off camera. See you guys in a sec. Okay, you guys, I'm done with the shrimp. Got it all chopped up. Okay, and now we're gonna add our pork in. I'm adding all of it. Okay. Okay. Let's season her up. I'm gonna go with some black pepper, fresh ground pepper. Put about maybe a tablespoon's worth, depending on how much pepper you like. Yeah, I know I'm horrible with measurements. I'll be eyeballing everything. I can definitely tell you how much. Okay. Then we're gonna put in some soy sauce. Well, y'all ain't gotta see the bottle. You know what soy sauce is. I say put in about 2 tablespoons worth. This 1, 2. If we need more, we can definitely add some more. We're gonna do the same amount of oyster sauce. That's all I got left in my bottle. I guess I'll just shake the rest of it out. With about the same amount of oyster sauce. And a little bit of rice cooking wine. About a tablespoon's worth. We don't need a whole lot of that. It's pretty strong. Okay, I'm gonna put in 1 egg to be a binder. Then we're gonna get in some cornstarch to make it more velvety. So shake in probably about 2 teaspoons worth. And mix. Make sure it's well combined. Smells good. Now once we made these wontons, it ain't no going back on the seasoning. So at this point, you need to taste it. And no, I'm not telling you to taste no raw pork, or raw shrimp for that matter either. But what you want to do to taste test this, get you a little piece, like a teaspoon's worth, and put it in the microwave until it gets fully cooked. I say like 20 seconds maybe. And then taste it. And if you think it needs more of this or more of that, then go ahead and add it until you get it right. You want it to be perfect. Now off camera, I went ahead and tasted it, and it definitely needs some more soy sauce. So I'm putting in a little bit more. So you taste it. Some more pepper too. Oh, you know, one thing I did forget. You guys, I'm so sorry, I forgot another ingredient. Let me add this wine first. I'm out of oyster sauce. Y'all, I forgot sesame oil. Pure sesame oil. Put some of that in there, that'll give it a great flavor. About 2 tablespoons worth. That's how much I like. And I'm out of oyster sauce, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of hoisin sauce since I ran out of oyster sauce. Just a nice substitute. Or if you just want to add it all together anyway, go for it. Alright, I'm gonna give this another taste, you guys. See if I got it down pat this time. Okay, you guys, I got it at where I want it to be. And now we're gonna move on to wrapping them up. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm about to get started with wrapping. Okay, here are my wrappers right here. I went ahead and opened it. Try to find some that are kind of thin And then once you take them out of the package, put a wet towel over it to keep it from drying out. So I got this right here. And we're gonna get like a little teaspoon of filling. Trust me, you do not need more than that, because they're gonna swell up in the cooking process. I got a ramekin with a little water in it. Just touch the edges with the water. Seal it off. Uh oh, you guys, I got 2 wrappers. Whoops. Seal it off and make sure you pinch out the air. Hopefully you guys can see me. You guys can see that? Got a little triangle. Get your water again. Wet the tip of one. Push this in a little bit. And close them all together. And that's the type of wonton I'm making tonight. Look like a little tortellini. And I'm gonna just put them in my bowl right here. And I'm gonna continue making them. This looks like it's just one. I'll make sure it's just one. I'm gonna show you another way to do it too. Put a teaspoon in. At the corners. And then just furl it all up together. Like a little purse. And that's another way of doing it. Isn't that neat? And it sticks together. The pork itself definitely will keep everything binded, along with the cornstarch that we put in earlier and the egg. That is pretty much it, you guys. I'll do one more. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing these, and we'll be back to the rest of the recipe. Okay, you guys, I'm done wrapping up some wontons. I'm not gonna do them all tonight. This all I'm gonna do since it's just me and my baby eating. But I got them in 2 separate layers to keep them from sticking together. But they probably wouldn't stick together because of the flour in them. So I think I just made a mistake right there. But it's cool. But we're gonna separate this for the broth for now. I'm gonna boil these in a pot of water by themselves because of the flour. It'll make the broth itself cloudy. So what you wanna do is boil these alone, cook them. They don't take like a minute or 2 to cook really. Put them in some boiling water. And once they're done, you can put them inside of a bowl. You know, put a few pieces in a bowl and then just ladle the soup over them. So that's all you gotta do. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the broth so you guys can see what that's looking like. Alright, you guys, my broth is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. This has been cooking for probably around 3 hours. I let it go for a while. I had to add some water to it earlier since it got reduced so much. But all the flavor is definitely still there. So at this point, you taste it to see if it's what you liking. I know this is good. I really don't even have to taste it. But I probably will off camera. But we're gonna strain this, and the chicken that's in here, I'm gonna save it. I'll probably just put it inside of a Ziploc bag and have it for, you know, lunch or something. But we're gonna take the chicken out, strain out all the vegetables and stuff, so we have a nice yellow broth. I'm gonna show you guys that right now. Alright, you guys, there go our broth. I went ahead and strained it and took all the meat and stuff out. And this is what we have left. Nice, homemade, delicious, rich broth. And I tasted it. It tastes amazing. Make sure you taste it and adjust it for seasoning. And you can always just add more water to it if you want more broth. And then just add some more chicken powder. Be the same thing. Get a nice little taste. But this is how it went. So I'm going to go with this. And I got my pot of water boiling. And once I get the boil, we'll go ahead and cook our wontons in there. And ready to eat. Alright, you guys, I got my water boiling, so let's start dropping the dumplings in. I mean, wontons. I mean, I guess you can call this dumplings, it's the same stuff. Got two of them stuck together, so I guess they can stick together even with the flour. So I corrected myself. I think that's all I'm putting. Well, one more. That's all I'm putting there for now. So let these boil. They'll start floating once they're done. I'm gonna take a minute or two, really. There's my broth over there. It's cooled down. Well, I turned it off, so it's not boiling anymore. I also got some chicken wings in the oven, and I got some fried rice over here. That's gonna be part of our meal. Oh, and some bok choy. I need to go ahead and get that together before I'm done with this. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be my meal for tonight. And the chicken wings is my char siu chicken wings. Just look it up on my YouTube. The recipe's there. And fried rice, you see me make 1,000 times. If you need a refresher, go to my honey butter chicken video. It's on there. I'm not going to post it on here because that's just too much for one video. I'm just showing you the soup since I never showed you before. But yeah, we about to dig in. As soon as these bad boys start floating, you just put them in your bowl and ladle over some soup, and you're good to go. You ready to eat? All right, you guys. Okay, so our dumplings done right there. Now put it with the rest of them. Got some bok choy sauteing. I just finished that. But that's it for the dumplings. So I'm about to go ahead and plate this up, you guys, and I'll meet you at the table. Sorry for the steam. Back up a little bit. I'll meet you guys at the table with the finished product. But everything's ready. Gonna chow down. Okay, you guys, it's time to serve. So let's go ahead and get a couple of wontons. Add however many you like. I think 3 is the magic number here. And then we're gonna ladle in our broth. And I got it in a pot off camera. Just pour that over. Put over how many you like. No, I'm gonna add one more wonton. Boom. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, that's how that's looking right now. Okay, let's go ahead and dress up our soup. If you want, you could add a little chili oil to it. I might just add a tiny bit of it. Give it a little kick, just a little bit. And then we're gonna put some cilantro in there. And just tear it right over it. And that's it for it. Then pair it up with some delicious rice and char siu wings. That's fried rice. And then some bok choy that I sauteed earlier. Get that glove out of the way. You don't need to see that. And that is our lovely plate. Look at that. I'm gonna add a little sesame seed to the wings. Just a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad that I spent this time with you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to see more. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.